Hey guys, this is Inko from Why So Golem, and this is the highlights video for war number 53. Yes, you're right, we've skipped a war. The last war, 52, was unevenly matched and there wasn't really much to show, but we did get the win. So this was against Emblematic. The victory was 57 stars to 49, and yeah, only missing 3 stars for a perfect. A little bit of a shame we didn't manage to clean up so low down, but these things happen. So looking at the sort of stats, you can see people put in some good performances, and another big sort of note to make is Boomerang came back with his Town Hall 8 Yavin account for a couple of wars, and this was his second war back. Fantastic to have him back, and really sort of reminded us all of how good he actually is and what a quality asset to have in the sort of lineup. So let's get into the first replay. This is Boomerang, Town Hall 9 on a Town Hall 9. Sends in the hog for the lure. And it's a Lava Hound. I think it's actually Jake from One Hive who now says Town Hall 9 is the only sort of viable CC troop to have in there is a Lava Hound, and that's more just to sort of delay the sort of initial attack, because it's not as susceptible to the poisons. So creating his funnel here with the wizards, pretty wide funnel, and drops his max level golem from the CC, sends the wall breakers in, takes down that southern wall. King's Queen are only going in one spot, and that's that first quadrant. Hits the jump spell. Now starts to send his hogs in. Pretty much, that's just a one-finger drop. So obviously he's had a look at the pathing, and he's happy with how these are going to just rip through the base. Still got the Queen ability. Hasn't used that, and these hogs are really tearing up the space. So I guess a lot went into planning on this one, just to see, just to see the hog pathing and see if it all went. I think the most difficult thing with a one-finger drop is making sure your hogs stay sort of in a large group, so they get the maximum effect from the heals. So yeah, good 3 stars, and nice to have Boomerang back. Obviously, he didn't stay around as long as we all would have liked, but I'm sure he'll come in and do a cameo appearance in the future. But I'm sure Boomerang's enjoying those extra 30 seconds, and as I think he admitted himself, really, he thought it made a massive sort of difference to the dynamic of Town Hall 9. And this is Dawson, and this is Dawson is a new member to the clan, so welcome. And he also brings along his Town Hall 7 ult, which is DDoS. So from the wars I've seen and what we've got to know of Dawson, he seems like he's fitted in really well, and I hope you enjoy your time here. And also another member, new member is Goat, so just use this opportunity to welcome him as well. Both sort of main accounts of Town Hall 9s. So this is going in as a sort of go-ho attack. Standard sort of, well, it's a shattered go-ho with 2 golems. Uses a giant, sort of opts for the jump spell. Gets that first wall down with those wall bangers, and then uses a jump spell rather than a quad quake. So that gives him more spell, one more spell slot, and then the hogs are coming in. Sort of surgical deployment. Archer Queen still in that front section, tearing it up a bit. Still has the ability. All the hogs are now down. Still got 1 heal left. They're in a nice big group. They were grouped up, so they're going to get a real good effect from that last heal, which is now down. Queen ability goes well timed there. and now his king is also coming around that sort of backside, so doing the cleanup. That's all the defences down. So good 3 stars, solid Town Hall 9 attack, that is. Well done. So moving on to the next replay, and as I spoke about before, Goat, a new member to the clan, and this, I think this is actually a sort of well-known internet base. This is, I think, called the Moat or something along those lines. So standard sort of attack pattern, wide funnel with the 2 columns there. So this is a sort of go Vaho. So definitely needs to get that funnel really nice and large. Yeah, looks good. Those Valkyries are going in now. Opted not to lure the dragon, which is this is something you do normally with a go-ho. You can either choose to lure it or just have your kill squad take down that the CC troops, which is sort of more sort of viable at Town Hall 9, given you've got the Archer Queen that will do quite a lot of damage. And then just coming in with the hogs, still nicely, patiently waiting. Still got a few hogs in the bag just to reinforce wherever it's needed. But as you can see, that kill squad with the Valkyries tore up the centre of that base. So these back end hogs have got really a nice, easy sort of time of it. Only 3 more defences to go down, 2 more defences. Good job, nice 3 stars. So again, welcome to the Clan Goat. Hope you enjoy your stay. You may notice that I'm slightly might be slightly out of sync with my voiceover. It's because I was so busy. I actually pre-recorded all of this footage, and I'm actually just doing a voiceover over it, on it after the fact. So I might be, yeah. So DDoS. This is as I was saying before, this is Dawson's alt account, which is a Town Hall 7. And he's actually doing an attack which I think is going to become more of a mainstay now that the Town Hall 7s have got their 3rd AD, which is like a hog dragon hybrid, which I think can be used to really powerful effect. Same sort of attacks we've seen at low end sort of Town Hall 8s. I think this is going to have a real new sort of life cycle with the Town Hall 7. I don't think this base had the 3rd AD, but you can see that when you're using hogs, you can easily get rid of those sort of ADs if they're actually not in the core pretty easily, and you can always take a heal as well with you, just to keep them up longer. I mean, that's where I'm farming. Town Hall 8, I'm farming at the minute for DE with dragons and hogs, and after having had a bit of experience with them now, you can just seriously see them tearing through bases for 3 stars. So yeah, good job. Sort of taking a break from the norm at Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9 attacks there. So, and then this one from Heisenberg. Looks like a Go Vaho. Definitely ticks the boxes for a Go Vaho with that central ADs. Sort of just being able to open up that. Well, it wouldn't be tick the box because at central you don't need to take the ADs down if you're using hogs, but ticks the box that it's a sort of square large core that you can get your Valkyries in doing maximum amount of damage. Lures the CC down. Using the Quad Quake, obviously you don't have those poisons, so have to make sure you get this right, which he does. And then just going to open up that outer wall with the wall bangers. And obviously, if you're creating a funnel, these things are absolutely brilliant to take down to create a good funnel. It's the army camps, because I think they're about 6 across. So very good to look for army camps and things like that to create your funnels. So these Valks going straight in, middle. I'm sure he's going to drop the heel down there. Yeah, so those Teslas pop, he'll drop that heel. Yeah. Use the King ability, and then you'll see the back end hogs now coming in. Yeah, and this is one thing I made a mistake of when I first started doing these sort of back end hogs. Is I used to actually put my hogs down too thinly. So I think what Heisenberg's done here is actually just kept all of his hogs sort of coming in from one side, rather than doing too much of a surgical style around the base, because then you just you don't have that sort of takedown power if you've only got like 4 hogs per sort of defense. I mean, it works in some fashions, but I think when you're doing back end hogs, I think having a larger group come in makes a lot better sense than sort of like spreading them too thinly. So good job, Heisenberg. Solid, consistent 3-star performances from this from H. Well done. I have no idea what's coming up next. Let's see. This is the beauty of doing a voiceover after the sort of recording the videos ages ago. But this is Argyle. It looks like a vanilla sort of hog attack, except for the sort of giants. So it'd be interesting to see if he's using these as a sort of what he's using. Oh, he's using those to sort of detonate the. Ah, okay, that's smart. Yeah, using those to sort of detonate the pre-trigger the sort of giant bombs. Using double poison. I mean, I'm starting to favour this double poison just because of if you do mess up the CC, it can really screw your whole entire attack up. But it comes in 2-finger drop. Knows that the 3 giant bombs. So there's not going to be any giant bombs causing any trouble for his hogs. So as soon as those giant bombs are sort of out of the way, as long as you get your heals down and keep them healed up, pretty much plain sailing. So smart. Not sure if this was a clean-up attack or if this was straight off the bat, but yeah, well, I'd be amazed if it wasn't a clean-up attack, but because that was some smart pre-triggering of the bombs. But yeah, I mean, look at the amount of hogs that are left over, and drops those last wizards on the back end just to do some clean-up. He's going to turn around and okay, the 2 BKs are going to sort of engage now. Uses the BK ability, and yeah, these BKs down. So this is a pretty much maxed out Town Hall 8, and you can see once you get those bombs, giant bombs threats out of the way, not really much to stand in the way of a hog attack. So good, well planned and well executed. Argyle, nice 3 stars. So I think this is the last attack we'll showing, and this is a vanilla hogs from Sarah. Double poison CC kill after the lure, and I mean, you could see this base being absolutely torn out apart by Valkyries, but I think we all at times run into the sort of run into that trap of overthinking things, and I think just the standard vanilla hogs, look at this, I mean, this is going to just get torn up now. Gets the heel down for that giant bomb, another giant bomb under the heel. So a Valkyrie attack would have been absolutely devastating to this base with that huge core, but you know, why run the risk of you know, because there's more things to go wrong when you're trying to funnel Valkyries in, and you can see these hogs doing the business. So always, I would say, go for the simplest option that will get you the 3 stars. Sometimes bases need to be properly taken apart with a huge amount of planning and very sophisticated attacks, but sometimes you don't need it. And as you can see here, this vanilla hogs tore up this base, and it's going to be 3 stars. I think just have yourself a checklist of what at the beginning, when you're actually scouting the base, what attacks will work, and what sort of what the pros or cons are against that base, and you know, just work it down, but keep it simple. So a good win overall, and some very classy attacks from everybody, and some really promising new additions to the clan with Dawson and Goat. So good to see. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video.